I'm Mahana, your catalyst for transformation. How to stop comparing yourself and insecurity for good. Yes, 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 yes. How can you do this? Woo! Well, the big thing is let yourself begin to notice when you are comparing yourself. When those thoughts come in of, oh, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not good enough. Those critical self-judgment thoughts and ideas and even feelings that come in are actually your secret gateway. They actually are. Even though it's cruddy and yucky and I don't think anybody likes any of those critical, negative, limiting ideas and thoughts and feelings. And it's great if you can remember that you chose to be human. Yes, you did. We all did. Yes. And we chose to live during this most potent time of the ascension where you actually get to use all of that. The sooner you can let yourself open up your eyes to say, man, if any of this stuff comes up, then you know what? I'm going to end this. I want to end this way. You by standing in your power to say, this has to stop. This needs to end. Yes, including those insecurities. Because when you compare yourself or when you talk negative to yourself, then you will actually bring up that feeling, those energies of insecurity. Because it's the opposite of feeling secure. Yeah. Just like being negative is the opposite of being positive. Or limiting is the opposite of being expansive. And the gift is you're the co-creator of your life. And the best part is when you can start noticing it, when you can start recognizing it and noticing it. So if you do and you notice you're comparing yourself, catch it, grab it. Oh, dang it. I just comparing myself to something else. I was just making myself small. I was just kind of putting myself down and being really mean to myself. Admit it, admit it, admit it. Yes, because when you do, now you can use something about it because the energy of that hold, that resistance can't be there anymore. What a gift that is. Because you get to stand in your power. You get to admit things. You get to be true and be real within yourself. Be real and be true. Because you can. You can. Because when you do, you can be like, so let me start asking some key questions. Because when you can ask some questions, you can become curious. And curious is at a higher energy field than all the yucky negative stuff. The moment you get to do that, you actually activate the courage within you, the courage and the willingness to actually become curious. What's the biggest gift you can give yourself? And that is how you end insecurity and how you let go of comparing yourself to anyone else. You are made perfectly imperfect, which means you are absolutely perfect in every possible way by being imperfect, by having our own limitations, our own uniqueness, our own interesting ways that we are about ourselves is actually just right. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that it's just right? Because now you can actually activate the contentment within you. Yeah, that I am content and blessed to be me. Can you say that? Can you feel it? Can you be it? To be good with you. And when you can fully accept yourself and fully be okay with things, you can notice differences because noticing differences is great. When you start comparing yourself or putting yourself less than or smaller than, catch it, and stop it. Because you can say, oh, stop. Take two. Stop. I'm going to do this one again. And then ask questions. How questions? What questions? Like, how can I talk to myself better? How can I show myself that I'm okay, that I'm good, and that things are going to be okay? What can I believe within myself? What can I remember within myself? What can I activate to know within myself? Yes, these are the things that you get to do. Yes, 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 yes. And yes, you can do this on a very conscious level, being very present. Sometimes that's not so easy because a lot of times we have these self-limiting beliefs that actually blinds us, blocks us, turns us in other directions just because we embodied them our first 7 years of life. So it's awesome to get some tools. Psyche is an amazing tool. It's one of my favorites that I use all the time. You can check my links for how you can find out more about that because it's a very fast, effective tool for deleting those insecure programs that you may have or the reasons why you're even comparing yourself. It's because it's important that we activate our self-worth within us and that we activate our heart center within us, opening our heart and forgiving instead of actually blocking our heart and activating your unconditional love within yourself. Knowing who you are when you love yourself in that way. These are massive gateways and we help greatly with people with that using the gift of Psyche. Psyche just helps you actually land you in. You get to land in on how you want things to be instead of what you're experiencing. And then you insert it at the subconscious level. So you actually have new programs. You upgrade yourself. And it's one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself. And I'll be creating some new material called Your Sacred Way that will be coming soon. We'll let you know about that. And there's also great supportive things you can do like breath work, sound bowl healings, any kind of therapies, yoga. You'll find your way. Find your way and grab a bunch of them. I love using multiple things. I love Qigong. Qigong is absolutely beautiful too. Find what works for you. The key is if you don't like something, you can do something about it. And that's the biggest gift you can give yourself. And you can end comparing yourself and then activating the security within you. And we welcome that for you because it's time. Aho.